So...
We were talking about zombies.
We were talking about zombies, and we're going to continue to talk about fucking zombies.
Okay.
Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
The zombie can live in a 2x2 space. Indefinitely.
Sealed.
He does not need air.
The Minecraft zombies don't need air, yes.
But when they're in the water too long, they turn into drowners.
Yeah.
So, is it that he drowned? Or that the water molecules fucked with his genetic makeup and he adapted?
Well, if I were to have a say, if I were to work at Mojang, what I would do... What?
I don't know, I thought of you hanging out at Notch's place with his candy room and shit.
Apparently that candy room is actually just a wall.
Fucking lame!
Yeah, and it's not even a whole wall, it's just a little area that's got these...
I've seen that in stores before.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Anyway, go on, I'm sorry.
Just frickin'... God.
If you were Daddy Minecraft...
Notch would hate me.
Yeah, because you're brown.
Well, I don't know if he's racist.
I don't remember.
I know he's kind of mean to gay people or something.
Oh, he'd hate me.
Well, he'd hate half of you. But you're also Asian, so...
Yeah.
Racists and...
So, like, 3/4.
Yeah, he would hate a quarter of you.
Oh, it would cancel it out a little?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
It's like a stab attack in Pokemon.
But I'm also Mexican.
Doesn't read. Doesn't read at all, in fact.
But if I told him, he'd be like, "You bitch!"
Then it would go down to like a different ratio. It'd be like 30%. Anyway, if I were to work at Mojang, what I would do is I would make it so that if you hit a drowner with a fire attack, they would explode like a creeper, but with only half damage to both the environment and to you.
How? They're all soggy.
Because they're bloated with gases in the body. Yeah. And that's what I would imagine happens to a drowner, is that they spend a lot of time underwater, and so their skin gets all gross and gooey, and then all the mucus and all the rot and stuff. No oxygen in the body turns them blue, and having no oxygen in the body makes your body bloat and fill up with gases. Also makes you really sluggish and heavy. So I would add some properties to the drowner that they don't have.
So Minecraft zombies, anything possessed by a mushroom, those don't need air.
No, but then the question is like, how much of a world based around zombies do you want? And that's why that was more or less what inspired the entirety of my Dying Light analysis, was how frustrated I was with how underdeveloped the zombies were, and especially in the freaking sequel.
Yeah, that bummed me the fuck out, because I was really looking forward to that myself.
Oh, God, I talk about it in my scripts. I gotta get back to editing.
Dying
those,
Light, I don't know if we said Dying Light.
Yeah, Dying Light.
Okay. I don't know if we said it out loud.
Dying Light 2 is my freaking favorite freaking game ever made. That is the best. Dying Light 1 was my favorite before that, but...
It still pisses you off.
It's frustrating to me that they started to develop this world, but only developed it as far as like they bit off too much.
Yeah.
So what I wanted out of the zombies was I wanted them to feel the way they were explaining it, like a tragic mutated offshoot of humanity.
Yeah.
But what they feel like is a bunch of underbaked mechanics that didn't end up going anywhere. So, like, they added the Revenant, which is freaking lame. Its original name was the Corruptor. And it looked way cooler. It had inspirations from Slender Man, and barely had a freaking face.
I like when creatures don't have faces.
It's awesome. It looked so cool.
I mean, I don't. It scares me, but that's good.
It's supposed to. The most recent patch for Dying Light 2 made nighttime darker and made the game a little scarier. But I wonder if that's even possible, given that, like, we've got so much mobility. How do you make it as scary as Dying Light 1?
You don't.
Because, like, there was no horizontal movement, no horizontal parkour in Dying Light 1, so I'll talk about game mechanics later. We're talking about zombies right now.
I was just gonna let you go.
Bad idea. Anyway, the zombies in Dying Light 2 don't really seem to have rules. Because, like,
there's water ones and there's, like, cave ones.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is there are different types of infected. And even just basic infected, like you got your wandering, shambling zombies, call them biters, right? But there are other ones who have been baked by the sun. Those are called degenerates.
Yeah, that's cool.
But the only difference is they're weaker biters, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that because, like,
they're crispy.
They're crispy. They're crispy. But it doesn't go any farther than that. When you go underground, like into the metro or the sewers or something, the only thing you'll encounter are frickin' biters, degenerates, and like other types for sure. But they all just look the frickin' same.
Do degenerates take more damage from melee attacks?
They take they're weaker in every way.
Well, I just like, does their body fall apart faster?
Yes.
Okay, because like I was like, their limbs need to come off. They need to be made of like sand.
If I remember correctly, a degenerate, but like on release in Dying Light 2, you couldn't cut a zombie's limbs off.
Yes, I remember you complaining about that, and then they added it.
And right in the middle of me recording that, I was like updating the game as I was recording that, and I was just like, I have to do this later. I have to fix this.
Just until the game is finished. Oh shit!
I pulled a politician.
I didn't even realize.
Me neither. How much time did I waste?
Terrible. Took him a long time to get that out.
I have some bad news. We've suddenly lost all signal of the survivors in East Town. It looks like there are no more survivors in this area. But with the keys the three of us have, we'll be able to open the gate to the west. Blah!
Let's do this now. Please rescue the politicians and other survivors
They don't have titles.
who are waiting beyond this gate.
Are we going to the spooky woods? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I still hate his design.
I'll go and rescue them right away.
I like his little first aid spray, like grenade.
Yeah, they look really cool. Alright, cool. So we go to the west area. Is the west area the
It's the forest.
forest? It is?
It's
Okay.
the forest.
Well, hey, you get your wish.
Woo!
Ah! I've been working my chest too hard.
I don't know why your voice sounded really small and adorable just now, but I was like,
I'm gonna friggin' dropkick you.
What
I was saying about zombies
yes.
is like when you go underground and you see the infected underground, they look no more decayed than they do above ground, and they don't have any additional properties. So
They should be musty.
they really should be. Like the virus itself doesn't change when the environment does.
That's what sucks because there are organisms that grow in darkness. There are organisms that grow when there's less oxygen. Stuff when there's like too much moisture. Like those zombies should have crystal fucking like claws or something. Like something should be growing on them.
They should use the frickin' lore they wrote.
They should just use regular science.
Well, that's the thing
Did
that
you know
drives
geysers
me.
make eggs?
Geysers?
It's not eggs, but it's like it shoots
Oh
a bunch
shit!
of.
Forgot there's gonna be a boss fight.
It shoots a bunch of mineral deposits or whatever when it farts, and so it creates layers over time, and it's like egg shaped.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I want one. I want a funny egg shaped geyser rock.
What does it want me to do? Okay, it wanted me to go here. Got it.
This looks evil.
What?
Fuck?
Whoa, he looks cool.
That's awesome, and he has grenades. He's cracking his fucking neck. I wish his head rolled off. That'd be cool.
That doesn't look like a regular zombie.
He's got a jack-off arm. Look at him.
No, both of his arms are big.
No, that one's bigger.
No, that's a knife.
What? No.
Yeah, he has a knife on his arm.
Oh,
Bitch.
ew, what the fuck? How are
Oh
you
my god,
supposed to...
this? Oh shit, whoops. Oh.
Wait, how are you supposed to do this?
Yeah, I had to wait for the boost to run out. Probably slowly.
This is weird. You have to sneak up on him?
I don't know. He's on the wall, shooting at me.
Oh my god!
Huh?
What the fuck?
Okay, I actually don't know what to do.
That was something.
Maybe the lights do something?
I don't... He just jumped on the... Try and sneak up on him.
I mean, how?
I don't...
I'm in a freaking ambulance.
What the
They're not
fuck?
exactly built for stealth.
We don't have guns.
No. In fact, all we have are healing items.
How does he... What?
Throw a vaccine at him.
Do we have to make the Zombulance fly?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually locked into this. I can't even grind out
Anything.
zombies. Let me try going the other way real quick.
Fuck.
Nope. Alright, I guess we'll just throw ourselves at it until we figure it out.
Okay, well...
In the meantime...
We'll spend this whole episode fucking around and then...
Yeah, and to keep
if we can't...
to keep it fun,
Yeah.
I'll talk about zombies. And what bothers me most about zombies... a lot of like the
Could
human.
you smother a zombie?
That's the thing is you got to ask these kinds of questions. Does this infection require oxygen? Does it do something to the skin? We're full of bacteria that all do different things, and all different kinds of tubes that are filled with different fluids that all perform different actions. So, what does this virus do? Do I have to? I didn't look like it did anything. So, like, what does this virus do? How does it affect the,
What does the virus need to thrive, and how does it affect your body?
Because if you want to keep the transmission via bite, fine, okay. Then you gotta have it so that it infects the fluids of our bodies in some way and interacts with the bacteria that we already have in some way that damages the body. Like, I don't know, like mucus becomes 10 times more viscous, right?
Ew.
So, yeah.
Like zombie fucking sludge.
And that answers that begs the question of, does a zombie require hydration?
Yeah, because that can only last so long as the body deteriorates.
I actually don't know what to do.
Just wait until he gets tired, I guess.
I guess. Okay. See ya, Jim. No,
Jiminy Cricket.
I was trying to think of, like, he's a soldier, so I'm trying to think of, like...
Commander Kyle.
Commander Kyle? Okay. That kind of consideration towards what a virus does and how it can ravage the human body is really interesting. Because, like, if you think about, like, how scary a prion disease is and how it's just like that, yeah, it comes out of nowhere and we don't have an answer for it, so don't get it. And there's nothing you could do, by the way, to stop yourself from getting a prion disease.
What's a prion disease?
Prions are in your brain.
Oh, no.
They're things in your brain, and a prion disease affects those. Or rather, I think a prion is just a thing that affects your brain. I don't know, it has something to do with your brain. But because it's not curable, like, because it's such, like, a delicate situation, and it's also so rare, they don't know what to do when somebody comes in with a prion disease. So they're just like, well, this is gonna suck, and you're gonna die. So make of that what you will, kid. What do you mean?
You little bitch!
Oh, maybe I had to... No, because I only got one boost.
Maybe don't back up. Maybe just keep going back and forth. Maybe you took too long backing up.
Maybe I just create some distance between him and me.
He's
Alright.
such a bitch.
This is weird. This seems like a weighty boss. He's coming this way. Alright.
We are the turtle.
I mean, call me Zhuang.
Fall down!
There he goes. Boom!
Okay.
I nudged him twice. That was super speed. That's what super speed does.
That's awful. So you literally just have to...
I just have to wait and try and catch him before he bazookas us.
Also, remember how you killed the zombie slowly? Like, when you just kind of, like, nudged him?
You think I should try that here?
I think you should try that here.
Yeah, alright. See if the hitboxes are still weird. Did he jump down?
Where do you go? What is he doing?
No, he's climbing the other way.
Come on, bitch.
That's another thing, is, like, if the zombie virus is gonna mutate the body, what will it do to the bones? Because you're gonna be eating a lot of meat.
Yeah.
And taking in a lot of sodium from the blood. And then there's the matter of iron in the blood and all the other shit that's in blood. So a zombie that eats a lot of people, would it become stronger or would it just rot faster because it's eating nothing? Like, it's just eating and eating.
Doesn't it have to shit?
Does a zombie recognize when it's full? So would a zombie just eat itself until it splits in half? Would a zombie... Like, eventually their teeth gotta rot because they're not brushing them and they're eating raw meat. So how do you counteract that?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like the way to go.
But he slaps you, too.
It didn't look like it did any damage. I bumped the frickin' wall really hard, so that's why we have the damage that we have.
Man, I sure hope that... Jesus. Fucking go!
It's...
Hello.
I can't believe this is how... This can't be the intended way to do this fight.
This is terrible. This is fucking dog shit.
This is friggin' weird.
Can you spook him with the lights?
Doesn't look like it. I'll just leave him on. We are an ambulance after all. You don't have anything else to say about zombies?
It just makes me sad because, like, there's so much to think about that for writing purposes, it's easier to not. Because then they're no threat. Then you just literally wait it out until it all fucking turn to goo.
That's the thing that bothers me, is that, like, zombies aren't a threat. Like, if zombies were real, they would not be a freaking threat at all.
Yeah.
Because, like, bullets exist. And if a real zombie is just a baby with an adult's strength. So if you trip them, that's it. You're good. All you need is corded steel. Put it ankle height.
I was gonna say, why don't they just do more tripwire kind of stuff? Don't just sit here. Do not just sit here.
Well, he can't get me. Watch. He just switched sides, and he doesn't come this far. So I don't have to turn around or anything.
Okay. I'm okay with this.
Look, he's just jumping between the frickin' walls now!
Dumb bitch.
What do you want me to do? Anyway, so, like, zombies being just, like, not a threat, you have to make them a threat. Because, like, them being silent until they're not is stupid.
I hate that shit.
Because, like, even if you're walking, right, you have to actively walk slowly. You have to walk carefully to do any kind of...
Oh, he has a knife.
Yeah, that was what you were talking about.
God damn it.
You said he had a quarantine arm. I said, no, it's a knife. Like on the floor that we live on, I'm heavy, so I got heavy feet.
Yeah.
So it's thump, thump, thump. It's a hollow sound when I'm walking. Even you, I can hear you walking because your weight is freaking, like, creaking the boards.
Yeah. I gotta lug this thing around.
So, how do you make a baby, 100-pound baby,
silent,
a threat? You make it silent and have, like, a one-hit kill. But that's freaking boring.
The idea that, like, the brain has to be taken out is also weird to me. Because, like, what neurons are firing?
That's another question. How much moisture is in the body that keeps those neurons firing?
Because that shit should look like calamari. Like fried calamari.
Fried specifically.
Yeah.
Not fricassee.
Well, calamari is like wet and noodly. So it was like, that already is kind of the way brain looks. I would know.
Totally right, though. Totally right. Actually, brains do look like calamari. Katamari!
Calamari! Roll my calamari into a giant ball.
Ew. Actually, I'd eat calamari.
I was thinking, okay, this sounds stupid, but work with me here.
Okay.
A loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Right?
I see it. I see it.
Compressed.
Into?
Compressed bread. Like, into a ball. So, it's not fluffy, but it's still bread. Like, the bread is cooked normal.
Yes.
And then after it's cooked and fluffy, you compress that motherfucker.
Okay.
Into a fucking chunker.
You can't eat that.
Yes, I can.
You can't.
Yes, I fucking can.
It's too hard.
No, it's delicious.
When I was a kid, for snacks, sometimes we would grab some bread, pull the crusts off. I'd eat the crust, but my sisters wouldn't. And then we'd just like crush it into a ball and call them Scooby snacks.
That's what I did, yeah. I would take like 3 pieces and roll it into like a bone shape and try and mimic Lady and the Tramp, where he like wakes up and eats his bone. Because that shit looked delicious.
It's amazing what you can do with animation to make like dog treats look appetizing.
Be careful. I don't trust him with the fucking rocket launcher.
He ain't going to do shit. He's pulling out that M16.
But what do you mean you can't eat it? It's too hard. What the fuck?
Like, under my child strength, I was able to compress, like, 2 or 3 breads down to where it was difficult to chew.
It doesn't need to be that compressed.
Well, then you could just do that with a frickin' loaf of bread you buy from the frickin' store. Come on!
Yeah!
Okay, thank God. Oh my God, we did it in an episode.